You finally do it. You check your bank account and see $10,000 staring back at you, the number you promised yourself. The one that was supposed to change everything, but instead of feeling relieved, you feel exactly the same. Still anxious, still hesitating before you spend, still somehow feeling broke. Why does more money feel like nothing changed? Here's what most people believe. Save more, stress less. So you grind, you cut back, you sacrifice, and you hit the goal. But the feeling never arrives, and that's deeply confusing because the math says you're doing fine. The real problem isn't your bank balance. It's something much harder to see. It's your money psychology. Your brain doesn't measure wealth in numbers. It measures it in safety. Say you earn $3,000 a month but spend $2,800. Even with 10 grand saved, your brain is quietly doing a different calculation. You're one bad month away from losing control. That doesn't feel like security. It feels like standing on thin ice. Now picture someone earning the same amount but spending only $1,800. They might have less saved, but their brain sees something different. Margin. And margin is what actually creates calm. That's the first truth. It's not your savings that brings peace. It's the gap between what comes in and what goes out. But there's a second reason the milestone doesn't feel like enough. The moment you hit 10,000, your brain quietly reset the target to 20. Psychologists call this the hedonic treadmill. Every level you reach becomes the new floor. Your expectations grow faster than your balance, so no number ever quite feels like a rival. And then there's the deepest layer of all, your money identity. If you've spent years thinking of yourself as someone who struggles with money, saving $10,000 changes the number but not the story. Your external reality shifted, your internal voice didn't. So even with more money, you still feel like the same person who's always one step behind. Here's what's actually true about feeling financially secure. It has almost nothing to do with a specific number. It comes from three things: stability, control, and predictability. Knowing your expenses are comfortably below your income. Knowing exactly where your money goes. Knowing your future isn't one surprise away from falling apart. Without that foundation, even 10,000 feels fragile. With it, even 2,000 can feel powerful. Wealth isn't just an amount. It's a system. So what do you actually change? First, stop measuring progress only in savings totals. Ask instead, how many months could I survive without income? That number, your financial runway, tells you far more about real security than any balance does. Second, focus on widening the gap between income and expenses. Even a few $100s of monthly breathing room changes how money feels. Not because the number is huge, but because your brain finally stops treating your finances like a crisis. And third, start updating the story you tell yourself. Not fake confidence, just honest progress. I'm someone who is learning to manage money well. I made it here. I can keep going. $10,000 is not the finish line, but it is proof, sitting right there in your account, that you are capable of doing hard things consistently. The anxiety you still feel isn't failure. It's just your psychology catching up to your progress. Build the system, widen the margin, change the story. And one day, whatever number is in your account, you won't feel fragile anymore. You'll just feel in control. And that's worth more than any milestone.